Here's an article about the status of what's happened in the Ponzi scheme involving Callahan, and this was involving the U.S. Attorney Loretta Lynch, who prosecuted the matter. And I guess if you want to read the individual parts of this, you can just stop it or pause it and read these things. And then there's also a video which I'm going to add right now to this, and we're going to play that right now. And I just wanted to put this on here in case it ever left. Let's see here how to do this.
Montauk's premier full-service oceanfront villas are now offered for sale by Distinctive Management. The panoramic view is your luxury townhouse on the ocean with breathtaking views from every room, a housekeeping staff, on-site management, fitness center, and a concierge to serve you daily. This unique oceanfront property consists of 10 hillside acres directly over the ocean with amenities that are truly incomparable anywhere on the East End. You're invited to tour designer model units for sale and immediate occupancy. The on-site sales office is open daily. Stop by the Panoramic View Villas, a Distinctive Management property located at 272 Old Montauk Highway, or call 631-668-3000. Visit online at panoramicview.com. Pre-construction pricing is available while Phase 2 buildings are being completed. 2 through 4 bedroom oceanfront villas starting at $2,825,000. Brokers protected. The complete offering terms are available in the offering plan available by the sponsor. C830451.
That was one of the things there. Now we're going to show the actual video of the news report. Here it is here.
Ponzi scheme out on Long Island where two men are accused of bilking $100 million from investors. CNBC's Andrea Day has more.
Dozens of victims and nearly $100 million taken. Prosecutors say it was a wild scheme pulled off by brothers-in-law. Truly a family affair. What has this 44-year-old screaming bloody murder? Maybe it's because the feds have accused him of running a $96 million Ponzi scheme. But clearly, Brian Callahan isn't talking about the charges. His brother-in-law, Adam Manson, an alleged partner in crime, also clamming up. What do you have to say about this? Is any of this true? Prosecutors from the Eastern District of New York say Callahan conned investors, bought Range Rovers and a BMW, and dumped millions into this Montauk oceanfront resort and residences. We found this commercial online.
The Panoramic View, the Hamptons' only carefree, year-round resort and residences.
According to the FBI, quote, Mr. Callahan and Mr. Manson violated the trust of their clients, stealing victims' hard-earned money to perpetuate their fraud. Today, the game is up. Investors were left stunned.
No way, no way. I didn't know that until he was indicted.
Do you feel greedy, Mr. Manson? And did you deserve to take that money? The scheme allegedly began in 2006, and prosecutors say for the next 6 years, Callahan raised more than $118 million from at least 45 clients. According to the indictment, he promised the money would go into high-dividend stocks and bonds, CDs, and mutual funds. But prosecutors say he moved the cash through funds he controlled, several in the West Indies. Manson and Callahan owned this property in Montauk, the Panoramic View. Prosecutors say it was a failing investment.
The Panoramic View is your luxury townhouse on the ocean.
Investigators say millions were diverted to Panoramic to keep it afloat. But to conceal the scheme, clients were sent fake account statements showing not only that their funds were invested, but performing well. Manson's attorney maintains that his client had no contact or involvement with investors. Ellis French says he's one of the investors.
How these individuals could do what they did, absolutely no integrity.
And French says he lost a lot more than just money. His family bought the land in the 40s and built up the Panoramic View over the years. In 2007, he finally decided to sell the business to Adam Manson. He says he met Callahan during the negotiations, and the two kept in touch. So when Callahan came to him later with an investment pitch, French dove in.
When we found out, there was very little truth in practically anything he did.
He says the money he thought was going into other sound investments was instead funneled right back into the property he had just sold.
Most people, when they sell their business, they say goodbye. Instead, I had sleepless nights. They had planned this strategy.
What do you have to say about that? Outside federal court, Adam Manson did his best to ignore our questions.
The school teacher with $250,000 to the individual has $7 million. It's still the old story. We had a fraud.
And despite losing money and covering their tracks, the feds say they continue to spend. Callahan buying this $2 million home in Old Westbury, Long Island, now seized by the government. The two paying off credit card bills and joining private golf clubs, all on their investors' dime. Manson's attorney tells CNBC, quote, "The criminal charges as they relate to Mr. Manson are unfounded. Mr. Manson consistently and expertly has acted consistent with the interest of the owners and investors of the panoramic property. And his job was in developing, operating, and marketing the property, which he did with skill and expertise."
I put nothing past him.
According to the SEC complaint, Callahan also failed to disclose one key bit of information. In 2009, he was permanently barred by FINRA from associating with any FINRA member. The allegations that he created false documents and more. Do you have anything to say to investors? And you can check out much more on this story and others at investigationsinc.cnbc.com. Ty and Sue, right back to you.